guys, welcome to another edition of Discussions by You, where you guys pick the topic and I discuss it. Today's topic is brought to us by Mr. Sunday Movies, and he asks, also topic, how much time should pass before a reboot? Before I go into how much time should pass before a reboot, I want to just make clear the difference between reboot, remake, and reimagine. A reboot is basically what these guys over here are, and that is any movie that's based off of an existing series, a franchise that has several stories to them, that have a series of movie to them, and then they're rebooted to then retell that story in a different way. That's these guys over here again. A remake is normally a standalone film, and it's just basically telling the same story of a previous movie, but it's just in a more modern setting. For example, the new Carrie movie, that's a remake. And then a reimagine is basically a movie that takes an existing story from a previous movie and kind of has its own spin to it. The most recent movie I can think about that has that is Oz the Great and Powerful. That's an example of something like that. So those are the three differences, so there's no confusions. So let me go into my opinion on reboots. Personally, I'm not against reboots. I'm normally for them as long as there's a time period there where you're kind of missing this series of stories, these characters, and you want to see them on the screen again. Then that's when I feel like it's necessary. And I don't know how long that should be. I think that's a personal opinion. Like, for example, when Man of Steel was being made, I wasn't against the idea because I love Superman. Star Trek is another one. When it was being rebooted, I didn't care because it's been over 20 years since the original cast and the original characters were on our screen as themselves, and now we had these new people playing them, but it was still the same characters that we loved. Now, an example of a reboot that I personally did not care for was The Amazing Spider-Man. I didn't feel it was necessary because I still enjoy the Sam Raimi films, and I was still going back and watching them, and I wasn't missing Spider-Man on the big screen. I wasn't at that point emotionally to accept another Spider-Man movie. So I was against The Amazing Spider-Man being made. But again, that's my own personal preference. If I had to pick a number, I say 10 is a comfortable number that should be thrown around, or maybe 20, but I would say 10 is a safe number. 20 is the more correct number. I feel like 20 years is enough years for people to start missing something to want it to then be rebooted. The only example that I have to say that throw out there that didn't even go 10 or 20 years but people were okay with it was Batman. People were okay with them rebooting Batman after Batman and Robin, and I say the majority of the people are okay with the fact that they're going to be rebooting Batman again after the Nolan films with the Batman Superman movie that's coming out in 2015. It all depends on what they're rebooting. So with that said, that's my thoughts on this topic. Now I'm curious to hear what you guys think is an appropriate number of how many years should be, in between the original movie or original series to its reboot. If 10, 20 years is the appropriate number, or 30, 40, 50. I'm curious to hear. Let me know in the comment section below. And also, put any topic you have for my next video in the comment section below, and remember, whatever topic gets the most likes is going to be the topic that I'm going to be discussing in my next video. So with that said, I am out. Thanks you guys. Goodbye.